Elegon Tactics for the guild. So let's get started. Well, with this fight, it's 2 tank, 2 healers, and 6 DPS fight. So it's split into 3 phases, and there's one thing you need to remember for all the phases. It's called overcharge. It's a debuff a stacking debuff you'll get when you're standing in the middle zone for Elegon, and you need to remember to clear this stack. Now it's going to be different clearing it for everyone else, for each group. The range to be able to just hop on and off the circle to clear it easily, and the healers. The melee, your best opportunity to clear it is when you're attacking the ad, you can jump on and off, and when you're getting your orb. For the tanks, the best time you can clear it, and you're probably going to get the highest amount of stacks of it, is when you're tanking the ad. Also remember that you only get the increased damage buff when you're standing on the circle. It hasn't got anything to do with the debuff at all, so please make sure you do clear it. Maximum about 7 for everyone else but the tanks, because it will be a bit strenuous on the healers. Right, so we'll go into phase 1. With phase 1, as you can see on my board, you'll see that you've got Elegon in the middle, where the tanks are. And this is our positioning for phase 1. You've got the range and the healers here. You've got the tank here. That's tanking Elegon, and you've got the melee here. Now, with the first tank that goes in, we'll take Elegon. You'll notice he can't move, so he does generally stay in this circle here. With the other tank, now this is going to be different for each tank. I know with monk tanks, they can just down the outskirts and then just go and pull Elegon when the first ad comes. But with other tanks, they might have to run in and out to kind of build up rage or build up their resource. But what you have to do, make sure, is that when you're going to take Elegon off the other tank, you have no stacks of overcharge. Right, in phase 1, you'll see an ad appears, and the ad tank will be the tank that's on Elegon. So the first tank here will take the ad down here near the control and near the healers and the range. Now with the ad, we as the DPS have to make sure that they're not overzealous, because the tanks are having to run across here to make sure that they're close to the edge because of the mechanics that the ads give. So make sure that you allow the tanks time to gain aggro. With the range, I advise that you only really start DPSing the ad once it has reached the point of the outskirt here near us. At 25%, the ad will start doing pulsing damage, and then at 10 to 15%, the ad will need to be taken up onto the outskirt area here. Now you will notice that it's taking less damage, but it does mean that Total Annihilation, which is a move that it does when it dies, will be less damage to everyone in the raid. Now remember, it does damage everyone in the raid, so if you've got health stones or anything else, you notice you're a bit low, please use them as there's only 2 healers. So with phase 1, we're going to get 2 ads on average, maybe depending on the DPS, because we want to push Elegon to 85% ASAP to start phase 2. If we find that we hit 85% and we've still got an ad, we want to treat the ad the same, which is making sure that tank gets it over here, then at 10 to 15% drags it off so Total Annihilation doesn't hurt too much, and then we want to go to where we're assigned our spots for phase 2. With phase 2, you'll be assigned groups. So group 1 will be on the left side, and group 2 will be on the right side. And then when you're given your group, you'll be given a mark. So let's say you've got X, square, and triangle. Group 1 DPS will be told where you have to stand and what pylon you need to stand next to. And then on the other side, it'll be the same. The top one here will be an unmarked pylon, but there still will be a DPS assigned to it. Phase 2 is just basically orbs that spawn in the middle, travelling towards the pylons. As you'll see, an orb will be travelling towards the middle, travelling here to all of them. Now, every time an orb spawns, they get faster and faster. So we want to be averaging on 4 orbs killed. If you are struggling to kill your orb, please make the raid leader aware so that maybe we can assign the tank on your side to help you, as I know some classes haven't got as much burst damage as others. Remember as well to clear your stack in this phase. I know there's a you get more damage, get a damage effect when you're in the middle, but you also don't want to be too strenuous on the healers who might be helping people kill orbs as well if the DPS aren't able to kill them. Right, phase 3. When an orb finally hits the pylon, the groups will be separated and the wall will appear. So make sure you don't go near the wall at all. The job is that the where you assigned your all, what pylon here, that is the pylon you need to DPS. So there'll be a pylon here, pylon here, pylon here, here, and here. And the DPS assigned to that orb in that area will also be dealing with the pylon. The tanks will go for the middle pylons here. So just making sure that they help damage. In this phase, you'll find that some big blue circles appear, so don't stand in them because this means ads are spawning. Now these ads haven't got a lot of health, but they are quite annoying. A tip for healers is stick near your tank because of the amount of healing you might have to push out, they just all stick like glue. So just make sure you stay with your tank. The mission of this is we want to kill the pylons ASAP. Now that was the first 3 phases, and that will happen again. So you'll get phase 1 again, where we'll go back to our positions here, and we carry on doing what we did before. When 50% hits, that's when the phase or phase 2 will happen again. And then we'll go through that cycle again. Now we've got our third phase 1, and it is a bit different. You will still be able to take it overcharged and off by going on the outside area, but the outside area will be causing damage, so you only want to hop on and off, on, off, on, off. So, this is for everyone. As there's no ads, you're going to just have to use your judgment of when you want to pop your overcharge off. But as I said, it'd be maximum 7 for about ranged healers and DPS, and the tanks will swap at 10 stacks. So the tank will tank here, when it gets 10, run off, pop off, go on, and they'll swap like that. This is the best time to use heroism as well, as we want to get through this bit as quick as possible. So that's it for the fight, really. All you have to remember really is to clear your overcharge so that you make sure it's not too strenuous on the healers and you're not taking too much damage. Of course, it does get a bit hectic on the last phase, just making sure that you use your health stones when you can, making sure that you've got mana parts, power parts, or whatever part is more beneficial to you, and just maximising your damage when you can. And if there's any tips you've got, and I know this is going to be different for certain classes, so just please make sure you speak up. But I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope it's been helpful. Thank you, everyone.